Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review of Aquaman. This is a book written by Chuck Brown with also Brandon Thomas, illustrated by Sami Basri, colored by Adriano Lucas, and letters by Andworld Design. This book mainly spins out of the plots established in both books, Black Manta and then the Aquaman, the Becoming miniseries, which were written by the respective authors on this specific book. So it's kind of like a convergence of all the Aquaman storylines going on. In this book itself, when a suicide bomber in Middle America is revealed as an Atlantean sleeper agent seemingly gone rogue, the Aquaman, Arthur Curry, and Jackson Hyde are on the case. But it soon becomes clear that the tragedy was not a single bad actor, but the beginnings of a much larger and much dangerous chain reaction. And at the heart of the explosive Atlantean conspiracy, if Arthur is not careful, the secrets he's been keeping from Mera, Tula, Tempest, Atlantis, and the surface would cause a rift between the Aquaman, and they might never recover. So very interesting that we have a book that kind of brings all of these characters together. Also, obviously, Black Manta being one of Aquaman's most famous villains. Seeing how the events from the previous Black Manta miniseries maybe make him more of an ally as opposed to an antagonist in this book. But let's take a look at some of the art, and then we'll keep talking about this story. So I really appreciate here Basri's art. It's very dynamic. It's really fun, very stylized too. I like the specific distinct style that this artist has, especially when it comes to the design of creatures. Here we see this big giant sea serpent that's attacking the UN under the control of Ocean Master. I also love the look of Ocean Master. Also, kind of he's always clouded in the dark, and he brings the fishmen with him, whatever those creatures end up being, and then show up the Aquaman, right? Like really cool heroic poses, like very much superhero comics at its peak, I think. So the setup for this book is a lot of fun. But this really is just kind of the surface level stuff. I think the better part of the book, as much as I love the super heroics, is all the little subplots and things that are being laid out, the groundwork that's being laid out on the other side of the stories. We have the sleeper agent, Aquaman, that gave me a lot of feels of like the American stuff like that, the spy thriller story. Then we also follow Black Manta as he's somewhere else. Not really yet working with these guys, but soon will be. So yeah, I think the team does a great job with giving us multiple stories and just kind of seeding the world in this first issue. Very welcoming. I have one more art panel here where we see Aquaman confront Orm, and then things kind of come to a head in this little part of the story. But like I mentioned, this first opening act is really just the setup for everything that's going to happen. I think what's yet to come was going to be the most interesting part. But the team does a great job here of just setting everything up, inviting you into this world. If you haven't been reading any of these books, if you're not familiar with what is Aquaman hiding, or what Jackson Hyde been up to, or what's Black Manta been up to, that's led him to become, this not so much of a villain or antagonist. So even if you didn't read those miniseries, which I highly recommend you go back and check out, I think this will be a very fun book. I think Aquaman is an underrated character in the comic books. He can be a lot of fun if you pick the right creative team behind the pages. So yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I highly recommend it, and I recommend you go check it out. Let us know down in the comments if you pick it up, if you read the other issues or the other miniseries. And thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, movie reviews, all that stuff here on the channel, as well as our live shows most Sundays. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll leave you with a look at some of the variant covers for this book. So let us know which one you picked up in the channel. And once again, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.